What is up, people? This is Rich from True Budget EDC and Prepping. Use your gear or lose your gear, because if you're not using it, man, you might as well lose it. So I just want to come on here and go over some stuff that I did to these two bug outs. I didn't do it on camera because there's always something that F's up or goes wrong when you're doing it on camera, and that did happen. So I put a backspacer on this. This is a Flytanium micarta backspacer in green to match the Ranger green of the Benchmade Bugout. And then also, I did something interesting. I switched the pivot screw around because I think it looks better with the screw side facing the back and the rounded side facing the show side. I think that looks better. I also did that for this as well. So they both look pretty good like that. I just, if you look at it like this, I mean, it's hard to see, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it looks smoother, more continuous, you know, without that breakup, that hole right there for the screw. It just looks neater. So I switched them both over. This one has a Flytanium backspacer as well. This is a titanium Flytanium. Say that 3 times fast. This was sent to me by my dude, Steve at Steve's Gear. So if you get a chance, check out Steve's Gear. On YouTube, I will put his channel in the description so you guys can go and see what he's got going on. So yeah, these, I just switched them around, you know. I just switched around the pivot screw, so the show side is now the rounded. I just think that looks way better, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think it looks better with this as the show side pivot screw or this as the show side pivot screw? I'm not going to change it anyway, but I feel like it looks better this way. And also, what do you think of the spacers? Let me know. This is a micarta Flytanium. This is a titanium Flytanium. And, you know, it does change the weight a little bit, but I weighed this, and I believe the original bug out with no backspacer is 1.8 ounces. Now it's 1.92, so it's negligible. It's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. And then I basically took the whole thing apart, like I oiled them up inside. I cleaned it. The bug out, the full size was dirty inside there. I have these. They're not actually alcohol wipes. They're more like adhesive remover wipes, but you know, it's got alcohol and it's got some of that, the hell do you call that crap that takes your nail polish off? That's on there, whatever. I forget the name of it. I know what it is. I just can't think of it because I'm old and I forgot. It got pushed out of my brain. But I cleaned it up, got the gunk. It looks like, honestly, my son was right there when I was doing it, and he was like, dude, that's dirty as hell. He goes, looks like they used machine grease. And I do not use machine grease. I use, this is Lily White mineral oil. It's used in sewing machines so it doesn't stain. This is awesome stuff. Mineral oil has been being used for over 100 years in industrial applications, as well as knives to maintain pivot screws. So it's not broke, don't fix it. You don't have to pay $30 for mineral oil. You can get it at Walmart for like $3 for a 16-ounce bottle that will last you for the rest of your life. So, bug out, mod, changeover, yeah. Got that going on. Same with this one. Got this and that going on. Great knives. You know, the funny thing is because I can't not mention this. You have all these people on here. They always want to come on a video that's a year old and say, oh, you know, I would never buy a bug out. The price was way too much. So you wouldn't buy a bug out that's made in the United States. The warranty alone is worth $200, right? Just the warranty. I could take this knife and snap the tip off in 6 years, and they'll replace it for me, or they'll give me a new knife if they can't replace it. I've already sent this one in to get repaired, and they did. I broke the Omega spring, and they sharpened it. I could have fixed it myself, but why? I could have sharpened it myself, but why? If I have that option, I can do it. You know, it's not like I don't have enough knives where I'm going to be, oh, I don't have a knife now, I sent my knife in. It's not the case. So over a time period of, I don't know, 10 years or so, your investment's going to pay off. Not even 10 years. Less than that, depending on how much you use your knife, and if it's one of your knives that you like a lot, or even one of your only knives, you know. And like I said, I know everybody's budget is different, but people complain about buying, you know, a $200 bug out, but to go out and buy a $200 friggin' piece of shit Chinese knife, $200 Chinese knife that's made in China, with no kind of friggin' warranty. Yeah, I mean, you want to buy Chinese knives, that's on you. You can do what you want to. You want to buy, you know, D2, G10 the rest of your life and not evolve in the EDC game, that's fine. But, you know, it doesn't make much sense that people, they do that. I've seen people that complain about Benchmade bug out prices and buy a $300 Jack Wolf knife. Like, we'll just leave it at that. Or buy some, you know, donut knife that costs freaking who knows how much from Vosteed or some shit like that. Makes no sense. But they complain about these knives. At least you know what you're getting. The freaking warranty alone is worth it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely a good knife. And the same thing with Leatherman, bro. You got the warranty alone. It's worth the friggin' $100 I paid for that. Or Essie, warranty alone. Again, I could do anything to that knife. I could snap it in half right now with a pair of pliers, and they wouldn't even give a shit. They'd give me a new knife. So you want something that's going to last you. I understand that, and everybody's budget is different, but you know, you got to realize what comes along with it. And if you're gonna buy a knife that's G2 D10, what is that? That's some new shit I just invented. So I'm gonna make a D2 or G2 D10 knife, opposite way around. The G10 D2. First day with the new fucking tongue, buddies. But yeah, so you know, you gotta think about what you're getting. You gotta you know, have that budget too as well. I mean, but there's ways around, you know, buying for the knife. You can get Sezzle, you can get Klarna, you can get Afterpay, you can get friggin' so many ways to pay for this over time, or you can just fucking hustle harder. You know what I'm saying? There's that too. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that because it makes me laugh every time somebody's like, oh, I'll never buy a Bugout, but here's my $400 fucking Riot knife. Like, whatever, dude. Hey, you guys let me know what you think of the backspacers. Let me know what you think of this pivot screw being switched around on both of these. Let me know if you like it, yay or nay. And you guys have a great Easter if I don't come back on here. Happy holidays. Yeah, everybody be safe.